The Orphan and the Wicked Uncle. Once upon a time, in a small village tucked between misty hills, lived a boy named Elias. He had lost his parents when he was just a baby, and since then, he had been taken in by his uncle, Gregory. The villagers whispered that Gregory was a cruel man, and they weren't wrong. He was cold, mean-spirited, and always had a sneer on his face when he looked at Elias. Elias lived in the darkest corner of his uncle's gloomy cottage, with barely enough food to survive. His days were filled with hard labor, chopping wood, cleaning the house, and tending to the animals, while his uncle lounged by the fire, his stomach full and his heart empty. One day, as Elias was sweeping the dusty floors, he overheard his uncle speaking to a stranger in hushed tones. "The boy's inheritance should have been mine," Gregory muttered. "But if he disappears, well, I could have everything." Elias's heart raced. The boy had never known of an inheritance, but the way his uncle spoke made him realize how much danger he was in. He had always suspected something was wrong, but now he was sure. That night, Elias lay awake in his small bed, staring at the ceiling. He could hear his uncle snoring loudly, and for a moment Elias thought of running away. But where would he go? He had no family left, no one to care for him. Then a thought sparked in his mind, a plan, a hope. The next morning, Elias took his uncle's old cloak and carefully stitched it to hide his small belongings. A piece of bread, a few coins he had saved, and the silver locket his mother had given him. He had to be careful. Gregory's greed knew no bounds, and Elias was sure that if he stayed any longer, he would be at risk of disappearing forever. As dusk fell, Elias sneaked out of the cottage. The cold air bit at his cheeks, but he didn't mind. The moon was his only guide. With each step he took, he felt lighter, free from the wicked grasp of his uncle. Elias made his way toward the village, where kind-hearted villagers offered him food and shelter, unaware of his cruel fate at home. He found solace in their warmth, and as time passed, he grew stronger, both in body and spirit. One day, years later, a letter arrived at the village. It was from a distant relative who had heard of Elias's struggle. The letter revealed that his parents had left behind a great fortune, one that was rightfully his. As Elias stood at the door of the modest house where he had grown up, he realized that while his uncle had tried to steal his future, it was love and kindness from strangers that had truly saved him. And so, Elias grew into a wise and compassionate man, forever grateful for the kindness that had come when he needed it most.